getting 3 people to chase you around the map is wild. This is actually... You actually win this if you keep distracting them. You actually will win. Nice. Alright, R8, V7, V7, Numbani, Gold 2. This happens way too often. Is it me or my team? Feel like I actually not played bad. 8-loss streak in every game is just like this. Okay, so we're playing this high ground. This high ground's alright. Probably not the high ground I would take. It's fine to start out here. That's clearly just not great. I don't know why you're poking out so much here. You could just play here with Sojourne. You have cover here. Same angle. If Ryan rotates this way, you're able to shoot him in the back while he's rotating. Same thing with these other people. If you get pushed out, you just slide back here. Now you have cover, and then you just play here. But yeah, that's just like easy early pick on you. Unfortunate. Okay. So it looks like your death kind of caused you guys to lose that point pretty easily. Nice. I like the use of the car for cover. Unlucky. Okay, you lost 2 teammates. Yeah, definitely a backup time. Unlucky. Grenade. Cool. Unlucky aim. Could have killed the soldier. Yeah, that's a stagger, so you probably should have spent more time getting out rather than trying to get a pick. It looks like you guys are just struggling grouping up. Like, you had a pretty good group up right after they capped point, but now you guys are just staggering a bunch. And, you know, you dying there was is a big cause of it, too. Yeah, that's a little bit different, yeah. Good hold. I'd probably go on this high ground right behind you instead of where you're playing on the bus right here. I'd probably take the time to just go a little bit more and go right here, just so we have this cover rather than dropping to low ground. We have just more high ground cover that we can use. That nade usage was pretty much a waste. I would have spent more time waiting until people actually got into that area to use our nade. And then you basically just gave up your entire high ground, again, because we are playing this bus here. We could have done the same thing if we were playing here, and then Reinhardt charges in, we just back up here, and we do the same thing on Reinhardt from up here. And then we're still retaining our high ground, so we can go back to here. You dropping to low ground just kind of shuts off all your sight lines to provide any impact here after you guys get that tank pick. So we go back to the high ground. This is good. I don't know how we ended up on low ground, but again, same deal. Good picks, though. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Alright, now here... So this is a prime example of, instead of you pressuring the front line here, there's these 2 people sitting on the back line that you probably could have just taken the off angle to. Pressure these guys out. Pressuring these guys out will indirectly make the Ryan have to play at a worse position because he's going to be getting lax of heals. Not to mention the other person they had, which is a... It was a Hanzo, now it's a Cassidy. He's dead and in spawn, so you have... you know, more time to pressure these guys. If the soldier starts to come pressure you, your tank should be able to push up. Alternatively, these guys are going to be backing up, so their tank's going to be backing up, so your tank will eventually walk on the soldier. And you'll basically create all of this just by having this off angle here. From here, you can't really do a whole lot. You're pressuring the tank, pressuring the soldier. But, like, the tank's not going to die. He has a giant shield, and soldier's even hiding behind the Reinhardt shield. So you're not going to really be able to get much pressure going there either. Here's the off angle I was talking about. That's good. You know, just a little bit of a nade, and that could have gone really well. But it seems like your nade placement kind of messed that up. And then here we're pressuring a tank when we could be pressuring the Ana there. Ana. Okay, so that's a little bit of target priority issues. I think you could have prioritized the support backline a little bit more than you did. I think we pressured that Reinhardt a little bit too much. Especially with the updates to tanks, them having the reduced damage on headshots, and them having the old Overwatch armor, it's very difficult to kill the tank. Nice. Yeah, I mean, you're just shooting all this into the tank. There's a lot of other people that could die. That's not Reinhardt. I think you spend way too much time on the front line. I mean, even here, right? If you wanted to pressure this backline, you can do it easily from somewhere else, right? You can pressure here, but if you really wanted to pressure the backline, you just come over here and you start shooting them from here. And then you slide back here. But what do you do to pressure the backline? You go this way. Which brings you closer to the tank, you know, closer to damage. And then you have to use a slide to get back, and now look at what your sight lines are, right? You have a Rhine that you can shoot at, and then you have the small area that you can shoot at when you could have had such a bigger one on the left side. Not to mention you have no slides, so then this comes up on the right side. You have nothing for it, so you just get shot at. Where he wouldn't have even been a factor if you were playing on that left side over there. So it looks like you're just like... You're not seeing the opportunities to engage on the back line. And it looks like the times you engage on the back line, the times that you should engage on the back line is when this tank is pushing up like this. It opens up this back line because this back line gets exposed, right? If Reinhardt was playing here, you wouldn't be able to move around and pressure this back line because he'd be playing here. But because he's all the way up here, this backline is exposed to a flank over here that you can take. And then you can slide over here, get up here, and, like, you know, even, like, climb up here. I don't know. You can do a lot of other stuff, even take the stairs up here if you really wanted to. But it just gives you more options than you ending up behind your tank somehow. Oof. Yeah, well, I mean, you just literally played Tracer, and instead of you playing, played out in the open, which, you know, this is a lot of open space, open cover for you to get shot. If I was doing something like this, I would have probably played here, blink twice to get myself to here, walk over here, or even blink 3 times to get myself around here, wait here for, like, blinks or whatever, and then you can either choose to go this way, which there's only a Cassidy here, so you probably wouldn't, or just pressure the enemy team from back here with your tank engaging. But you kind of played out in the open there around the Sombra. I would have taken the teleporter and then used my translocator to get myself even further. Obviously you're invisible, so you can be in the open here more. Unfortunate you get your person stolen. You probably could just try capping point. If you are going to do this, hug the payload a little closer so you're not actually exposed to getting shot. As you can see, that's a lot. But you did make the Cassidy drop, so that's actually good positioning for you, because that puts them all in kind of like a bad position. So I do actually kind of like that. Nice. Really bad translocator. I don't know why you would throw it at the Cassidy and not to the right. Okay, so we're back in the Sojourne. I don't really know why you played anything other than Sojourne. She should be pretty easy to play here. With Reinhardt on this low ground, I'd probably want to play that top left high ground, to be honest. The reason you don't really want to play here is because this provides sightlines on you from people playing over here, and also whoever's, you know, camping here. Probably your best bet is going to be trying to force this out, get whoever's on this high ground off of here, and then you can play over here using this as your cover. And then pressuring, you know, people that are walking up the stairs for you. But yeah, up here, there's like barely any cover. You can't really use anything. So it's just like not really that great to take. Yeah, you're swapping a lot of heroes here too. I probably would have just like stuck to one hero like Sojourne. Yeah. You're just kind of like in the enemy team right there. Yeah, the lack of ults is really upsetting. I mean, if one Sojourne ult, and you probably would have been able to just take this point. And then here you're playing low ground. Just take the time to go to high ground. At least I probably would have. Yeah, that's a Reinhardt. Yeah, you're not gonna kill him. Big stick! Alright, cool. Yeah, just play slow. You could even go for a spawn kill if you wanted to. Like, you could try spawn killing the Ana. That actually might be your best bet. Getting 3 people to chase you around the map is wild. This is actually... You actually win this if you keep distracting them. You actually will win. Nice. Well, if you guys can kill something, you'd win. Yeah, if you can kill something, you would win. But it seems like you just can't kill anything. Yeah, so I'd probably stick to the Sojourne. I think the Sojourne was great, but I think your issue is on defense, you're not accessing that backline enough. So you're not getting any picks on the backline that you probably can because they're exposed. And then on offense, you're choosing to contest a really difficult position since you're open to multiple sight lines. It's probably better to choose another thing. Your grenade usage on Sojourne could be better. It definitely needs to improve that. And Tracer wasn't terrible. I think you need to live in the backline a little bit more so that the enemy team can be, like, threatened by you. But, yeah, I think the big issue is just that the Sojourne positioning. You're kind of playing behind your tank, but you need to find more, like, off angles. Hope that stuff helps. Happy climbing, as always.